In this video, I'll show you how to fix silent file corruption in Bash log processing step by step in a practical way. Code and full write-up are in the description. Let's get started. Your pipeline says success. Your analytics say something else. That is the problem. A log file can exist, be readable, and still be broken. No crash, no loud error, just missing data moving quietly into downstream jobs. This matters because batch pipelines usually trust presence, not completeness. If a file is there, the job keeps going. If the file has bytes, it gets ingested. But one silently truncated log can poison metrics, trigger wrong alerts, or break automation later when the bad data has already spread. The common case is simple. An upstream process crashes during write. A network melt drops. A copy operation gets interrupted. The file is left behind, but the final write never finishes. So the file ends in the middle of a line. That is the key signal. Basic checks will not catch this. Test file exists. Pass. Test file is not empty. Pass. Test file is readable. Pass. But the content is incomplete. That is why this bug is dangerous. It looks valid to the shell and invalid to your data. The practical fix is a cheap integrity check before ingestion. For plain line-based logs, a healthy file should end with a new line. If the last byte is not new line, the file is suspicious. Not always malicious. Not always unusable, but suspicious enough to isolate before it hits the pipeline. So the bash flow is minimal. Define the log directory. Create a quarantine directory inside it. Walk every file ending in .log. Skip the quarantine path so moved files do not get reprocessed. Then handle 3 states. First, if the file is empty, warn and move it. Empty logs are usually useless in batch analytics and often indicate a failed producer. Second, read the last byte only, not the full file. That keeps it fast even across many inputs. You can do that with tail-C1. If that last byte is not a new line, flag the file and move it to quarantine. Third, if the file passes both checks, mark it valid and leave it in place for normal ingestion. This is also nice because it is low risk. You are not parsing untrusted log content. You are not using eval. You are not deleting evidence. You are just checking one byte and moving suspicious files aside. There is one more reason this works well in real pipelines. It separates detection from ingestion. That means you can run it as a per-flight step in cron, systemd timers, SCI, container entry points, or before a parallel zargs, or GNU parallel batch. Clean inputs go forward. Bad inputs get isolated. Downstream tools stay simple. For a quick test, run it in Docker. Make one good log with a final new line. Make one bad log without the new line. Make one empty file. Then execute the script in a clean Debian container. The output should show one valid file and 2 warnings. That proves the behavior is reproducible and isolated from the host. The result is exactly what you want. Good logs continue. Truncated logs get quarantined. Empty logs get removed from the active path. Your ingestion stops trusting file presence and starts validating file completeness with almost no overhead. Subscribe to Orion's Inst Cli. Follow the light of the sun.